the gaming mafias, this is Necrostevo, and today we have a VGC style battle upload. That means double battles. A lot of Pokemon are banned, and I'm not going to name the whole list, but it's basically things like your title legendaries, and other random things like Celebi and Manaphy, and I think Fiona is banned. But anyways though, the purpose of the four that I chose here, I saw that he had a Hitmontop, and when people see physical attackers like Golurk or Braviary, and I also have, this team also carries Togekiss and Porygon Z, but when they see physical attackers, they like to bring out Hitmontop to intimidate. Braviary has the ability Defiant, so he's going to get a +1. He normally gets a +2 boost after any drop, but he gets a +1 to his attack after an Intimidate hit. So I started off with the Moongus, just kind of wanting to keep attacks away from Braviary since I decided not to bring Togekiss to this battle, who normally powers up Braviary and Amoonguss with things like Tailwind. I knew I would have a little bit of issues keeping attacks or allowing Braviary to attack first. So as I stated, the Intimidate goes off first, and my Braviary gets his +1 boost from the Defiant ability. And I'm just going to go for Protect because I was predicting a Rock Slide from Tyranitar and maybe a Fake Out from Hitmontop. And he does go for Fake Out, and my Braviary predicts itself, and the Rock Slide hits Amoonguss, but it doesn't really do anything. And now I'm thinking, great, now even if he wants to Protect with either one of them, I'm going to get to put maybe something to sleep. Unfortunately, he flinched my my Amoonguss there with the Rock Slide, which is only like a 20% chance. I was like, I really needed that Spore on the Tyranitar right there. Here, I predicted Hitmontop to protect itself. He does use Detect, which does the same thing, but I didn't want to go for Brave Bird on Hitmontop because I predicted that. Most people don't expect Braviary to carry Superpower, which of course is 4 times effective on Tyranitar. His Tyranitar actually has a Focus Sash, which is why if I had put it to sleep last turn, like I was planning on before I got flinched, I would be in a great position right now, because he'd be forced to go to sleep this turn, because you have to have 1 turn of mandatory sleep. And then, of course, his Hitmontop wasted his turn with the Protect. And I wasn't really worried about Hitmontop. As long as I have Braviary to Brave Bird it in the face, it's not a problem. But that's okay, though. This turn, I tried to go for the Spore on the Hitmontop, and he protected itself. I really should have just doubled up and Giga Drained, but I don't know. I was kind of frustrated with the flinch at the time, so I just kind of clicked something, I believe. And he's actually going to switch out, and I believe this turn is the turn where I go for Rage Powder with the Amoonguss just to draw, hopefully, an attack from Tyranitar to stop it from hitting Braviary, because I was predicting a Fighting-type move from Hitmontop. And I get to go for Rock Slide, which knocks out the Tyranitar's 1 HP, and I was hoping that the Hitmontop would hit my Amoonguss with a physical Fighting-type move, which Amoonguss probably wouldn't die from at this level of HP. And Braviary could knock out the Tyranitar and get in some good damage on the Hitmontop. Now that I'm at -1 attack, I'm at my normal level of attack, of course, because I had the Defiant ability activated at the beginning of the match. And fortunately, Hitmontop comes right back out, intimidates me again, which means I go back up to +1. So, using Superpower works very well in conjunction with Braviary and Superpower. Normally, after Superpowers, you end up switching out because your attack and defensive power is so low. But I didn't have to do that here. So I predicted another Fake Out coming from Hitmontop, that or Sucker Punch or Mach Punch or something. And I knew I could live another turn of Sandstorm damage with Amoonguss. And since Amoonguss can't really do anything to either of them besides put them to sleep, I didn't want to really waste that turn. He does go for Icy Wind, which I was like, crap, now I don't really know what I can do, because I know that Tentacool is faster because of the order that the Sandstorm hits the Pokemon in, so I know his Tentacool is going to outspeed and hit me with an Icy Wind if I let it. And Icy Wind, of course, targets both Pokemon on my side of the field, so I can't just Rage Powder and escape from the situation. So, since I can't do that, I figured I'd go for the Double Protect with Amoonguss to try to maybe do something right there. I knew I could live 1 more turn of Sandstorm damage if I went for the Double Protect. And unfortunately, he gets a crit on the Feint, which my Braviary has max HP, so without that crit, I may have been able to live an Icy Wind and maybe Brave Bird the Hitmontop. And of course, Icy Wind is going to be able to easily knock out Amoonguss without me going for the Protect, so that really sucks. I'm going to be a little bit on the back foot here. He has only lost 1 Pokemon this whole time, meanwhile I've lost 2. So my 2 remaining Pokemon are Cresselia and Golurk, which work great in conjunction with each other. The only thing that they share is a Ghost-type weakness, and most people don't use Ominous Wind, so I don't have to worry about that. and of course Golurk can take out other Cresselia that are opposing, and it can use its Earthquake ability, attack without any issues. And Cresselia works to slow things down for Golurk to handle, because it has Icy Wind and Thunder Wave. So he goes for Giga Drain. He switches in his Garchomp, probably because he wants to bring back in Hitmontop to intimidate it if he needs to. And I just go for Icy Wind. Unfortunately, I miss the Garchomp. Sandvale is active, as some of my favorite YouTubers like to say. And that really sucks, because if I had hit the quad weak Icy Wind there, his Golurk would have taken a pretty good grip of damage. His Garchomp would have taken a lot of damage, and it would have been slower than my Golurk. So not only does that allow his Garchomp to live, but now he's faster than my Golurk, which means he can hit me on the next turn, which really sucks. So this is just kind of a battle of showing how hacks can really just play against you and really ruin your day, because I was not happy with all that happening. And this was an ICL battle, so it was going to go into my ranking determination. But even though Golurk's attack is dropped, I try to go for the Helping Hand to negate the attack drop, try to get off a really powerful Earthquake, because I knew that the Fake Out was coming to stop anything Cresselia was going to do. But unfortunately for me, he carries a Dragon Claw boosted, the Dragon Gem boosted Dragon Claw, which is going to be enough to take out my Golurk, even though I have a lot of HP investment. So that sucks. And I could stay in here and try to do some Flash Icy Wind shenanigans to wear his Pokemon down, but I typically don't play like that, so we're going to run from that battle. I really did enjoy that match. I felt like I played it as well as I could have, despite the bad hacks that happened. I feel like if the hacks didn't happen, I probably would have won that match. So I think my team did a great job there, and I was happy with the way I played. I don't know, there wasn't too much predicting to do outside of those first couple of turns. But anyways though, I hope you guys enjoyed this battle. Be sure you like this video and make sure you subscribe to the Gaming Mafia's channel. And if you enjoyed the narration, be sure to come check out my channel as well. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye now.